Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I am the Benchmonster, and this is Benchmonster TV, my co-host for the evening.
I am Ashley Lynn Condre. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. As usual, we appreciate having you guys so much. We look forward to every Thursday when we get to see you all. Hope you guys are having a great week.
Yeah, great
Still
week.
waiting for people to join.
Hey, they'll be here. Lots to talk about. Lots been happening. We had some fiascos with the camcorder this past speed bench last Friday. It was uneventful speed bench. Everybody was at the Emerald Cup in Seattle, Bellevue, Washington, and speed bench consisted of myself and Dan Logman. It was a two-man crew. We had a good workout, but the camera failed, and I had a panic attack. Went home and found out the battery won't take a charge anymore. It had its day in court, and it's dead. So I couldn't find one around town, so I had to go to eBay. And I ordered one from eBay, and long story short, got it in today, and I'm like excited for Speed Bench tomorrow because I can film. The battery is the same battery, but it has a little extra piece of plastic on the side, and it will not fit into the camcorder. I had a rage. I went and got some wire cutters and went to work on it. And I got it to work. It may not be pretty.
Temporarily.
Huh?
Temporarily.
Yeah, I don't know if things will leak
You'll
out.
ever be able to get it out, or
I got it out. It's just I just cut a hole in it and I went to work on it. Hey, it works, so F it. So I got a camera back now. So we should have some videos, but there's another problem. Well, it's not a problem. Next week, we are scheduled to have AJ Roberts on the show. And the week after, I'm hoping to have Doug Smithy, who just bench pressed 1,100 pounds in the 365 Strong Federation. And we've been in touch, text messages. He left me a voicemail today. I'm going to call him tomorrow, and we're going to make some things happen and get him on the show, and looking forward to that. So a couple guests coming up, and hopefully we can keep that thing rolling. Maybe just have a guest every week. Well, that's tough. Can we do it? When it rains, it pours.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll take
if you
anybody.
get off your butt and ask for guests. Like,
I have a
that's
hard
our
time getting
to
off my
get
butt.
Cone and Laura Phelps and
Yeah, women. Hey, you are a woman and you can contact them yourself.
like I said, Laura Phelps maybe.
Becca
But I'm gonna
Swanson, I
have
can
to
probably
probably
make
use
What
your
happened? Hey,
name,
we were
like-
in Spokane and we talked to that guy at the table,
Yeah,
and he was
Mary,
going to
I gotta get that guy. I gotta get that guy's handle from you because I didn't have his information. Like, I didn't get his.
because he was talking about Hunter
And
Hernandez.
he thinks Hunter Henderson.
Henderson. Well, I try. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. Anyway, yeah, we'll get her on the show. That'd be fun. Yeah, so we got things cooking. I probably said over and over it, my cortisone shot was today, and it's not. It's actually next Thursday. I'm getting too excited and ahead of myself. I just want to stick a needle in my body. I'm looking forward to this. They asked me if I wanted to be put under. I don't know why. On cortisone shot, like put to sleep.
Under?
I think that's what she meant. Yeah, you
Well,
want
you
to
said sedated.
sedated. What's that mean?
That might just be like
Like a
trying to
Xanax?
calm down a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah, I'll take one of those. Yeah. So we'll do that next week, and then I have some other avenues I'm gonna have to take if this doesn't work, and because I want to bench press at the Kennelly Classic. You know anything about that, Ashley? Why don't you talk about it? You're awfully quiet over there.
It's the Kennelly Classic. Why would I talk about it? It's not
Maybe you
the
know
Andre
something that I don't know.
Classic.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway, we're gonna. I'm hoping
just
we.
that it's gonna. I mean,
I'm hoping
it's
we get
about
money.
Time.
Yeah, it's great to have a meet, but it's great to have a lot of money. And the money figures that have been thrown around, I refuse to believe until I see cash on the table. Cold, hard, the kind that folds, not jingles. That good stuff. So we'll see. Like said earlier, I don't have a tremendous speed bench and max effort videos to show, but we did scrape together with cell phones, airdropping videos last minute, and I do have some max effort footage, and it was pretty good. We had a great max effort workout. Tremendous amounts of weights lifted. 3 guys went over 1,000. What was it, Ashley? 1,005 or 10? Not over 1,000, but was it 1,005 or 10 we did?
On
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
You're asking the person that wasn't there?
You helped me make the
told me
video.
at
You
told
watched me make the
1,005.
video.
You told me 1,005. I know, but I'm just saying, you asked the one person that wasn't there. Probably, you
1,005.
told me 1,005. So,
Yeah.
it
was a really weird occurrence. I was like super focused, like maybe not having the camcorder, having to run up and get that thing settled and be Mr. Cameraman and try to lift. I was just the guy trying to lift, and I was really focused, and my technique was pretty flawless, especially for being effed up in my neck, and I thought I did pretty good. And maybe you guys can decide for yourself when we play the videos shortly. Anything else to say before we move on with the show? Anything exciting? What is it? What's going on? It's May. Time's flying.
It's crazy, I know. Not much. I know we've got some friends that are like about 1 week out. Next weekend they have
Vancouver.
Chris Bridgeford's competition
Vancouver,
at
Washington.
Generation Strength in Vancouver. So looking
What's the
forward to
federation?
that.
WRPF? World Record
I think it's
Powerlifting?
WRPF,
Something?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to go to that maybe, right? Try?
Yeah, no, that's what I just said.
Okay.
I mean, my aunt's coming into town that same time frame, so, and she's not in town for very long, and she only comes twice a year from Orlando. So I think we're still gonna be able to, but gonna have to make it a short trip. And
Okay.
but I definitely want to go support our friends and go watch some badass athletes compete, and you know, see some friends. And so yeah, I'm pretty sure we can go.
Oh, cool. Looking forward to that. You have a meet coming up, as everybody knows, June something, like 6-7 weeks away.
Something like that.
4, 5, 6, yeah, really close. Looking forward to that too, and that'll be fun for you. You seem to be on point in the gym with all your lifts. I believe you have some squat and some deadlift videos tonight to show. Case? Yeah, we'll see. All right. Nobody wants to hear us ramble anymore. They're bored already. They're switching channels, going to something else.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, see? Nobody here.
there's not a ton, but
yeah, who cares?
I mean, I think a lot of people
Loving it
train
every minute
during
of
this
it.
time, and so a lot of our peeps don't come till middle towards the end or so. So
And I assume everybody got their gifts when I sent out the prizes from the nobody
said that
nobody
they
emailed me back
haven't,
and say, well,
so.
whatever. Let's see. First up, we got videos. We showcase videos. You guys send them to me. I find them on the net. Ashley finds them, and we put them on the show. That's how it works here. It's kind of like ESPN, sorta. First up, Paul Loffer. What's he doing, Ashley? You wrote it down here. I got to read. This is your handwriting, so this is going to be interesting. It's not my scribbles. That's some nice penmanship. See how that works. Okay.
Yeah, shouldn't I have it in front of me? Didn't you want me to?
You want to read it? Yeah. Help
You
out.
told me I was gonna have to help out.
Yeah. Okay, so you tell me what's going on. What's the first video?
The first video
Speak up in the mic.
I ain't gonna do it if I'm gonna be getting
Under the table, it's like
under
this.
the table,
Yeah.
and then if it goes to red, then I get
Back
I
up.
can't
Yeah.
I can't win here.
You win by staying in the green and yellow right there.
Paul Loffer,
Okay.
640 to a one board using an F8 Widowmaker.
All right, let's check it out. Paul just did a 7-11 bench not too long ago at a contest where Doug Smithy was and did 1,100. That was a phenomenal meet for everybody. Christina lifted also.
Yeah, you did a great job. Sounds like everything went really well and kicked some ass.
Now, BJ Dirk has the Widowmaker. He has a couple of them, and they're way better than what original one? Slingshot. Yeah, way better than that. Very rigid and slightly aggressive, but they work. I mean, we're looking at 640 pounds right here. Man, I might have to get me one of those. Good job, Paul. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's keep moving.
Okay. Petko Yochev,
Yep.
374 with no chalk.
Yeah, he had some incidents with the chalk bucket. It was a
hard.
long email he
You
sent
didn't
me.
tell me that part. I
Yeah,
didn't get
but
that
he
part.
decided to F it, no chalk, and he's going to pull
Which we all
374.
know is not a fun thing to do, to have to
Deadlift with no
deadlift
chalk.
with no chalk.
Well, let's check it out.
hate that. But he powers through and
Hell yeah, he does.
fast still.
Petco, very strong. That looks like a regular bar, not a deadlift bar, right, Ashley? It's like a squat bar. It's got knurling in the middle.
Yeah, man, it looks like a pretty regular bar.
Easy lift there,
A lot
Petco.
of bend. Yeah, and there's no bend in that bar, so I'm thinking that's not a deadlift bar.
Good form, good
Which
technique.
means to have no chalk and not have a deadlift bar that's got all that extra knurling.
That sounds like work.
There, yeah. Way to power through, rep after rep. Nice.
Piece of cake,
work.
Petco. Way to
Very
go.
good job. Very good. Very impressive. All right. These are some fun ones. A couple videos from at It's Dream Whirl. We'll need a backing on
We'll need a
this
backing
one.
on this one. Okay.
The first one is a 725 pound Zercher squat.
Zercher. Let's check it out. I got it right here with the backing on. That is a very tough way to hold a bar. Let me tell you, people. That hurts my arms just looking at it. Okay. That was quick, but he's strong.
Very strong.
You know, I don't understand his Instagram handle. Like,
I know.
is Dream Whirl. There's no D.
Dream Whirl.
No D. World. Duh.
And there, it's not.
I don't
It's
know.
a Dream World. It's at It's Dream Whirl.
Okay.
At It's Dream
What's he
Whirl?
doing next? Scary squat fail, it says, right?
Yep.
Let's play that one. 700 pounds. It's a scary squat fail. Well, he's doing a balancing act with it first. I
He
mean,
got his phone in one hand.
phone in one hand's not a good
I mean,
idea.
I think we can all see a problem about to occur here. Like,
Now
he's lucky.
that would, oh my God. I mean, that is,
I mean,
that's my C6.
he walks away smiling, so we know he's okay. But good Lord,
That's right on the C6 vertebrae there, and that's what
He's
would put me in a
lucky, man.
wheelchair.
He's
I don't know why
lucky.
that's smart to do that.
Don't know why he did that. I mean,
It's entertaining.
Clearly a strong guy,
But fucking
clearly
dangerous.
Very impressive.
That's how you get hurt. Blow out
yeah.
a disc in your back and shit, man. Not worth it.
Not gonna.
Yeah, longevity, man.
So not sure what was up with that. Impressive.
Very
but-
impressive. All right.
So that 725 Zercher squat. Though.
You ever hold the
Have
bar
you ever
right
tried
there?
to do a Zercher squat?
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know how the guy held
725.
725. Yeah.
That's like bone on bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's
No,
up
thank
next?
you.
I see Kolb. I'm excited already.
Jimmy Cobe, 5 sets of 5 on the floor press at 800 pounds.
Oh, wow. 800 pounds. That's a Pharrell. I have one of those. Bench band. Makes it look like nothing. Jimmy, you're a badass mother, let me tell you. Jimmy Kolb left me a message. He was checking on me the other day, just saying hi. It was kind of cool. Ambassador of sport right there. That's a honorable man, and he's just a good man right there. Has a lot of heart. Gives back to the sport. That is just crazy, man. Look at that. We do that too, but not with that much weight. Just like 135. 5 sets of 5 too. That's good work sets. As we all know, Kolb has done 1,320 pounds on the bench. I foresee him doing 1,400 very soon or more. Ashley, where are we going? This is kind of fun. You reading them, I just get to click buttons.
All right, we're gonna need another backing.
Another
on
backing.
This one.
Okay, crop videos, what that means.
Got 800-pound floor press. Can't.
For 5 sets of 5.
Jeez.
I do it for
I was
1.
gonna say,
and I'm done.
I was impressed with 1. Like, my goodness.
All right.
Okay. So we all know and love Hunter Henderson, one badass chick.
Badass.
All-time world record.
Muscular legs.
Her most recent meet, with an all-time world record squat of 672 pounds.
Let's check that out. Hunter, 672. Quads? Yeah. Perfect form. Look at that. Is that knee wraps or sleeves?
I can't tell. If you watch, I don't know if it'll show it in this one. Like somebody's helping her, like get them undone. At first, I thought it was wraps,
I
but
see
then
that.
I
It's
think
right here. I don't. It's hard to tell. I think they're wraps behind.
But then if you watch them, is it gonna show that part? Stories?
Yeah, because
She's walking like it's wraps.
Yeah.
Let's watch it closer.
You don't see all your. Yeah, that's wraps, dude.
That's gotta be wraps.
Yeah, then.
Or the world's tightest.
And that's all you
I
get.
think it's wraps.
Okay. Congratulations,
But,
Hunter.
my
That was an easy
God,
lift.
That's insane.
In perfect
That's good
form.
for a dude. Like I know guys that are like dream of squatting something like that.
I know
or
those
are,
same
like,
people.
Really impressed if you know, and it is an impressive squat for a guy, but for a chick, my God,
Yeah, hopefully we can get her on the show too. That'd be fun.
something else.
All right.
for sure.
This next video I picked on the internet because I saw it and I was really going to critique his form because I saw something and then I was like, well, I'm not going to say nothing. But there was a little bit of a flare on the elbows and I was kind of like going to pick it apart. But yeah, I'm not going to touch it. It was a good lift and I'm happy for the guy. Pronounce his name correctly, Ashley.
Sven. It's probably Sven.
Sven.
It's spelled yeah, Sven Eliasson.
Mm-hmm.
Gym PR of 508 pounds at a body weight of 250.
Let's check this bad boy out. Kind of turned out his elbows and scared me, but F it, man. He put this weight up. Good pause, too.
I mean, a little chicken wing, but he's...
Girlfriend's not even going to spot. I mean, she's that confident
She
in
knows
his man.
he's got this.
Yeah, he got
This
that.
Is all for
All right.
here.
Now, Ashley, you picked this video out. We were going to have some more videos of this young lady, but this one, it was kind of the new video that's out there with Mr. Who's in it also, supporting her.
So, yep, everybody knows I'm a huge fan of Jessica Bettner. Like every time I read her
Is
name,
she
I
the
want to say
forklift?
Bettner, but she's the Canadian forklift. We had her as one of our trivia questions. Here she is this last weekend at the Emerald Cup. Not competing, just like training. I think she was down there probably watching it, or I don't know why she was down there, but she was probably at a gym training. She
Okay.
gets a 480 squat PR in front of Jay Cutler with him there, and you'll see him at the end of the video.
Let's
saying,
check out
"That was
Jessica.
easy."
480 pounds.
I'm not sure exactly what her weight is. I know I've seen her talk, I've seen her talk about, oh, like this certain lift I hit when I when I was
And Jay Cutler, too.
193.
Hey,
and
is there more?
today I was 170.
What's this? Another lift?
something.
What's this one?
This her next one. She went up
Oh, I didn't know we had two.
485 for an unofficial world record. And
Well, hell, I thought there was one lift. And I'm cutting it out and effing it up.
to be honest, I thought it was two.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got two.
I knew, because I remember, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Because I know, when I originally watched it on social media,
It was one lift.
swear I remember hearing, reading that it was an unofficial world record
Right.
attempt. But then when we were watching it last night and reading the caption,
It was.
it didn't say that.
Yeah.
It just said
Oh,
40
sorry, guys. You got
squat
two.
PR, and I was like, oh, I guess I must have misunderstood. That makes so much more sense, because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm wrong, or there was
Good
another
job,
one. Okay, so yep,
Mrs.
very impressive.
Buettner.
We have another one of hers, but
Yeah.
towards the end. Okay,
Looks like we got a couple. These aren't
So
fun
these are
videos.
just-
No, I call
these are just some
Intermission
a
stuff.
bench fail and a squat fail.
Okay, we're gonna go bench fail first. What
Yep.
happens here? This was sent to me by BJ Dirk. That is not good.
Good spotter, right? Is that
Oh,
who you want to spot you?
no.
Holy
Squat fail.
shnikes.
And that happened, and that happened.
He didn't even have a spotter though.
That knurling raked the back of his neck.
Well, like the bar that I used tonight, that's exactly what it would have done, especially
All
like, with-
these neck bars and necks are giving me like anxiety.
know, I
That's
know.
right where I'm injured, so I don't need that shit happening. All right, Ashley squat. What's that?
It's me. This is
Do we need backing on this, on yours?
no, I don't think
No.
so.
Okay, you're good.
I didn't write that we did. I feel like you were able to fit it in there. Remember?
I hope so. We're going to look like douchebags. Okay, squat. Can we play it? What is it?
Let's play it. 340 for triple.
All right. Now, we do have a cell phone holder at the gym that would put this video a little higher, you know.
Mm.
I see you
Old
got...
habits die hard.
That's not a bad squat. Everything's on point. No back pain. That was it. Quick. Is that all you got?
Is that not a triple?
I got 2 reps or something. Man.
Here, play that again.
Okay.
Did I? Oh, I edited it wrong.
You edited it wrong.
I edited after.
1. You got...
'Cause I did triple.
Well, you told a triple, but we see a double. Now...
No, this was totally a triple. I did all... No. Or I was about... See, I edited it wrong. I think we cut
Hey,
it
we've
off
done 104
before
episodes here.
So
You
can see it play over
should
here.
have it.
Do one more.
No, nobody wants to see it again. That's two
That's
is
gonna
enough.
bug me
What?
because I cut it out.
I hope you didn't F up the
edited it
deadlift
wrong.
here.
Son of a bitch.
Here's your deadlift. Walk.
No, this
tell
is
us-
just a single. So if I did cut it, then I'm really
Just
screwed.
walk away. Turn the show off. All right. How much is this?
It was 400.
Are you shooting in cinematic mode? It seems really... The color looks really...
No, but the way I did tonight, I did it on accident, and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat for something different.
It's really plain white.
You're plain white.
All right. Deadlift. I do this once in a while. Well, that's a good lift anywhere, but the... How much is that?
400.
400? That's what I pulled. 405 that one time. Remember? We started the show with it.
A little different body weights.
Yeah.
A little different code.
Well, I'm only 240, so...
Okay.
Okay, Jessica,
You have
551.
to do over 900. Sorry.
No, I can't do 900.
You have to do well over 900 because you're over. Okay, sorry.
Jessica, 551. That's what I see.
Yeah, Jessica is doing a double here at 551 pounds.
Is there anything else you're supposed to tell me?
Backing.
Backing. Okay, crop video here. She's got some legs. Strong.
Very strong.
Is she a young person? Like late 20s?
Probably just a little younger than me.
So how long has she been doing this
I would
game
love to know that.
powerlifting?
I'm not sure.
Reach out to her. She's got social media.
I'd love to have her for. I wonder if she
Ask her to be a guest.
I don't know that she. See, Laura, I think I can get on by dropping your name, and like I've contacted Laura a couple times over the years, and I met her once. But Jessica, not so much. And I hate to break it to you, but I don't know if Jessica will know who you are.
Does she live in the USAPL? I can understand that.
No, IPF.
All right. IP what?
IPF.
IPF? That's Brian Sider's federation, old school. Okay. Hey, look where we're at now. We're at a weird put together max effort video from cell phone videos. Now, keep in mind, I did not video any of these, and they are handheld. Best we got, man. It was either this or nothing. But the workout was pretty tremendous. I mean, we did 2 board, 1 board. 1 board. 1 rep max in the band shirts. That was the plan. This is what you're going to get. I don't have every lift. It's probably 2 minutes long, maybe. But at least it starts out with a little whatever. Let's check her out. So on the way up, we're going to start with the Pharrell half shirt here. I brought in 3 shirts, labeled the weights so I don't have to count them and lose my mind. Dan Logman here, $4.95, and he's using a slingshot of some sort, bench band. BJ Dirk in the Bumblebee Dark Side bench band, $4.95. These move pretty quick, so stay with me. Don't blink or you might miss it. $8.05 for Mr. Benchmonster here on a 1 board. Using the new bench bar from Pharrell. Really liked it. Wish I had one. Hint, hint. $8.05 for Dan Logman here. 1 board. That's Dan's Groove right there. Phenomenal lift, 805 pounds. 945 for BJ Dirk off of one board. Effortless. Mary Askew, 321, Phenom, one board here. Getting ready for a contest 6 weeks and another 3 weeks after. Kennelly here, 1005. Don't lock it out, but I was just happy to get to know it again. Kind of shot it back. I'm a little embarrassed, but it is what it is. You know, like the right arm only goes so far. Well, BJ Dirk, 1005, looks like 135. Boink. Big things to come from that kid. No effing.
Oh, he's something else.
He's coming on strong, man. I remember he wasn't even lifting.
We know he's always had so
I
much
said,
potential.
BJ Dirk, these band shirts. I know you can do a grand. How long has he been with us?
God,
Just showed up with a, what,
May, when did he- what?
6-something Titan bench press? And
He's done 7 in a regular shirt, right?
well, he hasn't lifted in a while. And man, he just went boom, boom, boom. Word on the street is you just got a 4-ply shirt that weighs 11 pounds. And can we see 1100 soon? We got to go slow. We don't want to push the guy too far.
Slow down.
Slow down. We
man.
don't want to get him hurt. I know. I'm
Yes.
excited. But there's so much potential there. And yeah, it's going to be excited to see him unleash it. That's
There's a
all
lot
I
of
really
good
got
stuff,
for
man.
this little show. Why don't you go read this chat
Short
box?
on the max effort, but I mean, lots of
Speed bench would have been nice.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but it
know,
is what it is.
What do you do, man?
Yeah. And from the looks of it, we probably won't be able to showcase another speed bench or max effort the next 2 weeks if we have guests.
What do you mean if? We're supposed to have one for sure next week, right?
Hey, you know, things can happen. You know, I mean,
you keep saying if things go as planned, like, isn't it for sure?
it's for sure, but
Totally
hey, what
agree.
I mean, what if he got like in a car wreck the day before?
Okay.
Shit happens in life.
Don't jinx it, man.
I'm
Jinx
saying
it.
nothing.
Mac and cheese.
All right, chat box. I can't read because I don't have my glasses on.
Benchmonster with glasses.
99-cent store. These are just like I can read up close
He's
like
getting
this.
old. Oh my gosh.
I read up close like this. I can see. It is cool. That way nobody recognizes me when I'm walking around town like that.
CJ Morgani. Hey, Benchmonster crew. Hope it's been a good week for everyone so far. Hey, CJ. Hope it's been a good week for you also.
Been pretty
Always
good.
to have you here.
It's been rainy.
It's
I want
rainy
sunshine.
today.
Yeah, I don't like
it's a
this weather.
bummer.
Gloomy.
Yeah, at school we had to have indoor recess for most of the day.
That's no fun.
The last recess of the day, we got to go outside, but
I don't
just
ever.
went
I don't ever.
when-
In my day, we never missed a
It's
recess.
so funny because I don't remember ever having indoor recess.
No rain.
And when I first started working there, like it was a serious rarity. But now, if the
Snowball
temperature is a certain, if it's God, what is it? I think
Kids
it's-
aren't tough anymore, I
if
guess.
feel like temperature is 20 or below, they can't go outside legally. There's one for if it's too hot. I can't remember what
That's
the
a
too
problem.
hot one is.
I fear for
If
the
it's
future
too
here.
win- The windy one isn't quite as official, but like
Gotta
you are
toughen
supposed
these
to
kids
watch
up at
for
an
their
early age.
safety.
They should be belt spanking.
There's been many
the
times
whole
where
9
I'm
yards.
like, yeah, I feel like
And
you're
grounded.
grandma, but in my day, like we would have went outside. And like I said, even when like I first started working at the school like 10 years ago, I don't remember having it very often. We had it, but it was not as like I mean we have it quite a bit.
Continue.
We have it quite
Miss
a bit.
Ashley.
Sorry, I digress. Mary Askew. Hi, guys. Hey, Mary. Good to see ya. Always a pleasure to have you on, Miss Mary. Hope your week's going good. Hope everything's going well with you. Thomas MD. Awesome hat, Ryan.
Just bought it.
Gotta check out that
I think it's
hat.
going to make a lot of people happy around town, and I'm going to wear it. And I hope so. Maybe we'll have conversations. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Paul Loeffler.
Paul Lawfer. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Paul, good to see you, man.
Champ.
Yeah, congrats on some great lifts. Looking strong recently. Love it. Love to see it. Paul Loffer. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Paul, good to see ya. Glad to. Oops, sorry.
Oh.
So sorry, you guys. I know.
Do you want me to read?
No. It's been a long
Happy
week.
Thursday,
you guys.
everyone. Tim Odell.
I'm so sorry. It's been a long week.
Paul Lawford.
I was
love the
totally
hat.
on
Let's
another
go,
trip.
Brandon.
No, I got
Where's
this.
your shirt? Let's go, Brandon.
You missed Tim Odell, bro.
I just read it. Happy Thursday, everyone.
Oh, well, I was talking over you. Just let me go.
Okay.
You know, it's been a week for me. You know.
I know
Just
it's been a week.
Let me
Evan
go.
Monster.
Evan Monster.
Oh.
Question for Ashley. See?
I can sit back and
Not for you
relax
anyways.
now. I don't got to sit forward.
Question for Ashley. Who are some of your favorite deadlifters? One of my favorites is Joko Aholo from Finland. He deadlifted, I'm sure I butchered that, sorry. He deadlifted 895 pounds raw at 265 and won World's Strongest Man in 97 and 99. Oh, that's a tough question.
I have one.
Gosh. Andy Bolton, George Lehman. Gotta say Steffi Cohen. I know that's pretty, what's the right word? That's pretty common answer. Pretty, not very exciting. She's one of everybody's favorites. She's so, I feel like she's one of the ones that really got the 500-pound deadlift for women going. Like once she did it, it just became so much more common. So people are like, okay, this 123-pound girl is ripping 500. And
Which one?
Steffi Cohen.
What happened to her? Is she boxing?
She's into boxing
Okay.
now. Yeah, I think
That's a
she's
new thing?
essentially retired from powerlifting, from what I've seen and what I can tell, and she has switched over to boxing. I think she just is just a natural athlete. Like I think whatever sport she's ever gonna do, she's gonna be successful at. She's just got a lot of natural talent. She's just gifted and made to be good, kind of, and works hard and super smart. I think technically it's Dr. Steffi Cohen. I think she's got
Doctor.
her fancy degrees, and so a lot of hard work, very intelligent woman, and I think she's just a natural beast. Gosh, who else? You gotta say Ed Cohn.
Yeah.
Gotta say Ed Cohn. Gosh, who else?
These are your favorite?
I can throw some in there too. You have favorite deadlifters?
Made me think of
Deadlifters,
when I talked to Gus
benchers.
Breathwich, about the old school guys. The guy by the name of John Cuck.
Taylor Woolham also, sorry.
He was like 240, 250. He owned a donut shop, and he was just an interesting individual. Very introverted. Gus talked a lot about him. And speaking of which, I got to call Gus.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know why I just thought, Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's not my question.
Kaylor Woolham.
What happened to
Dr.
him?
Deadlift. I don't know. You don't hear as much from him, but he's still. Who else? God, there's so many of them. Oh, those are some of the big ones. Anybody else?
No, it's your question.
There's a bunch of great deadlifters. Those are just some of my favorites that come to mind right off the top of my head. Kimberly Wolford. She's a really amazing deadlifter, female. Obviously Hunter Henderson, as far as very current. I think she's getting a rap for a negative rep for. This is what that guy was saying in SoCan, for peeing so much when she deadlifts.
I've seen women do that.
Best, I can't say
you're pushing so hard your pee comes
that
out. I guess.
I've actually peed all over, but I've had some pretty close calls.
Interesting. Let's change the subject and move on. I don't want to talk about peeing.
I wasn't done. All right, I guess we're done. But those are some of my favorites. If I had to pick a single favorite, I don't know if I could. Steffi's pretty far up there just because that 120, 20 pounds, 123 pounds, pulling over 500.
Can we get her on the show?
Of the amount. Oh, I'd love to get her on the show. Again, I don't know that she would know who you are. with some of these old school lifters, like
Hey, whatever.
I,
It won't hurt my feelings.
I'm not saying we couldn't. I'm not saying we couldn't. If you reached out to her, it's it's possible that she would look you up and see, like, you got your own Wikipedia. Like, I wonder if she's got her own Wikipedia.
Another
She
deadlifter
has
that
to.
wasn't
No,
mentioned
I'm
is
just
Doyle
kidding.
Kennedy.
Doyle Kennedy, yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Doyle Kennedy. That's another really good one.
I'm getting ready for the next question here. Read the next question.
Benedict Magnuson.
CJ Morgani.
Okay, I guess we're done with that one. There's so many. What are you doing?
I'm calling Tiny Meeker, putting him on the show live here.
Are you really?
Listen.
No, you're not.
Tiny, you're live. Are you drinking tequila? No? Not a good idea?
Most of the time,
We've never done it.
4-digit
Well, it's a secret
numbers
code.
aren't going to work.
It's on speed dial.
You had me for a second.
He's probably ringing that bell. That's 1792 tequila. Oh.
We need to have him back on the show.
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
Yeah, he just...
We should, like, as he's getting ready for the, his next...
Is he competing in his own meet?
I don't know.
I don't
See, those
either.
are things we could ask him.
Yeah, I got to reach out to
We could
Tiny and
ask
see what
him-
he's doing.
That's a good idea. We can promote his meet, talk about what's, who he's got coming.
Well,
And
shit, isn't that coming up in
we
2
totally
weeks?
should.
The 14th or something? Huh?
Is it?
Yeah. It's Cinco de Mayo, so Tiny is having some tequila right now.
I
Probably.
keep forgetting that it's Cinco de Mayo.
Should have Coronas in front of us. I like Corona.
Um,
All right, Evan Monster.
Evan Monster. Oh, did you already read CJ's? Oh.
Yeah. I was going to dial
Oh,
Tiny
I
Meeker.
thought that was you
No.
saying that. Okay,
No,
I
I was
kind
gonna
of
call
thought
him.
Tiny came from
Can we do that
nowhere.
on here?
Did you actually? You didn't even read
Tiny,
that.
you're live on the air.
We could.
Yeah, do something like that.
See if we could answer.
I don't know if it would work. No, he's training right now.
You could put him on speakerphone.
No, because every Thursday I contact him at after the show.
To call somebody.
After the show. All right, continue on. Evan Monster, and I see my name.
Ryan, do you think Tank Abbott in his prime would have been a good workout partner for Matt Dimmel? Or do you think that would end up with the two beating each other to death?
Good question. I don't know. Tank Abbott, I don't know what his mindset was when he trained. I don't think he trained with people. He liked to do it by himself, from what I understand. There was a buddy of mine in a wheelchair. His name's Carlo Trente. He has his pro card, bodybuilder, 12, 13 years ago, or 20 years ago maybe. He went down in California and ran into Tank at Hurricanes in Huntington Beach. This was 1997, and he spoke briefly about his training and how he trains, and had a beer with Tank. And I don't think Tank mingles well with other people in his prime. So I don't think that would work with Matt Dimmel. And Matt Dimmel might have been in some trouble. Because I believe Tank, from my understanding, only bench presses, 620 pounds. And is quoted for saying he squatted 135 at parallel and deadlifted 90 pounds. There you go. That's what he does. Josh Tippy.
Hey guys, I'm a little late.
That's all right.
I love the hat, Ryan.
Thank
That's
you.
All right, better late than never. Glad you're here.
I'm going to buy another one now. A red one. Yeah, I've been wearing the other hats so I want something new. And this is a good one to start sporting.
Let's see here.
Howard.
Sorry, I was jumping ahead. Howard Weingarten. Sorry I missed last week. My internet was bad, but able to see it later. Ryan, how is the neck?
Well, the neck, there's no pain. All I can tell you is 5 months ago when it happened, I have made some tremendous progress. And the progress has only came by taking 5 days off prior to your meet and getting a neck adjustment by Dr. Mark Weber, chiropractor out of Redmond. Really cool guy. And since I did that, I took a big step forward and I started making progress on rolling dumbbells, which I would normally fail at 6 or 7 reps with like 40s. And now I'm doing like 110s. So I guess the body's healing itself somewhat. So I just need something maybe next Thursday called a cortisone shot to take me another step further. I don't know if it'll heal 100%, but keeping my fingers crossed, man. That's all you can do. And Howard says, nice hat. I mean, a lot of compliments on this hat today, man.
I like it.
Well, glad you guys like it. Yeah. I think it's kind of cool. I got the hat and I got a sign right on top of it.
What do you mean?
Look at the camera. There's a sign back there.
It's not a Trump sign.
No.
Oh, but I see it is right over.
Yeah.
Well, when I look back,
I can't turn the light on because it blurs.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Like, yes.
There's like a bokeh effect that occurs with the camera, and I can't turn the light on. I wish I could.
Oh, does that light up?
Yeah.
Oh, I
There's
didn't
batteries in it.
realize that. That's
But all it does is blur.
Sure.
Yeah, I tried it.
Damn.
Believe
That would
me,
be
I
a
tried
cool-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I wanted to
perfect.
light
I
that baby
didn't
up.
actually realize that it lit up. I should have, but.
All right.
Mary Askew. Mary. Ashley is nailing depth on her squats. Thank you. Thank you. Good to hear. Sometimes I wish they were lower. A lot of times they feel lower than they are. Like, I'm like, oh, my butt had to almost touch the ground. And I'm like, oh, no, it didn't. That's why video is so helpful. But thank you, Mary. Most of them I feel like would get me whites. Yes. I appreciate that very much. Always good to hear it from an official judge.
Oh, Corey Maselli. Hey, Corey. Another guy we can have on the show. I forgot, man. I offered him to be on the show, and I'm a space cadet, man.
I know.
I got. It's not like I just like have nothing going on in life. I'm trying to fish. I'm trying to train. I'm trying to fix my neck. I'm training people. I'm playing with my new 3D printer. Trying to make music back here. Living life, cleaning the house. I mean, just I'm discombobulated a little bit. I'm sorry. It's not like I forget and don't want anybody on the show. I brain fart a lot, man. Happens with age. I'm pretty sure. Deterioration starts happening. All those 1,000-pound bench presses and bleeding out the eardrums and eyeballs. It's probably not the best thing for my memory.
No.
But I can remember pretty good. Like dates and times and
yeah, the way you remember dates is out of this, just nuts.
Nathan Brandon Horst.
Nathan, just saw him a little bit ago. Team is firing on all cylinders right now. Excited to see what you all do come August.
Well, I'm hoping we can get some people out here. It's going to be a band shirt competition, IPA style,
Will you be competing in this one, Nathan?
People are
That's my
invited.
question. I know you've got other meets coming up around that time, or not necessarily right around that time, but pretty close after that. Are you considering doing this one at all, or setting this one out because you've got some full power meets coming up? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hope it's a cool show. We're already talking about trophies. We're talking about prize money. I mean, just we can all put it together and make it happen. I mean, we don't have ESPN2 like Tiny Meeker does or anything, but let's do something. There's no meets like here, like in our little area. I mean,
I want to see Nate go again with the shirt.
With the shirt?
Yeah, that was badass.
Okay. Band shirt,
Talking
hopefully.
about firing on all cylinders, watching deadlift tonight. Every lift, I swear, every time I ever see him lift, no matter how heavy it is, it looks easy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen him like truly straight. It's just whatever he tries, it's like. I wish I could lift.
It's like
that.
magic strings on the
I
bar.
wish I could lift like that. But
CJ
yes,
Margani.
we'd love to see you in the shirt again. So Kennelly Classic, good time to get that 700 bench, 7+.
Fuck no, no, you're thinking Inzer Phenom bullshit. We're putting him in a band shirt. He's going 900.
That too.
Yeah, he can do 700 in a Phenom. He can do
I know
9
he can.
with a little bit of training, 900. Guaranteed. That's how Gus Rethwich says it. Guaranteed. All right, CJ Morgani.
Think about it, Nathan. All right. CJ Morgani. Everyone is looking super strong, you included, Ryan. Also, I can't wait for Ashley's meet. Absolutely smoking the squats and deads. Thank you, CJ. That's very nice to hear. Very much appreciate
I'm doing pretty
that.
good for a crippled.
You had a good
1,000 pounds I played earlier was pretty good.
I had a good day on Tuesday.
I didn't listen to my own.
Everybody had a great day.
Yeah, I got good verbal cues. Head back, and chest up. It was Robert Gormas was saying that, but nobody said spread the bar when I pressed. So when I pressed, I deltoided it and kind of shot it back. I was just excited how good it felt in my hands, and especially with that new bar, that Pharrell F8 bar. Very impressed with that bar. Can't say enough about it. Want to get one of my own and polish it and keep it pretty and add it to my collection. Scott Albano, message retracted. I'm pissed. Scott, retype the message. I don't care what it says. If
there's one from him
Mr.
down there.
YouTube is deleting message, I don't know what's going on, but retype the message. I want to answer it.
There is one from him.
Well, we're not there yet. Keep moving.
There's a couple.
Well, we're just
Okay.
waiting.
All right. Waiting.
Paul
Loffer. Fixing to get back in my original F8 shirt. 800 plus is coming soon.
No doubt.
No doubt. We know it.
And what is
We
the
know it.
difference
We can't wait to see
between
it.
the shirt you wore to do a 7-Eleven and your original F8 shirt? What is the difference? Is it extra material? Is it a different cut? Let us know. CJ Morgani.
CJ Morgani. There are just so many great deadlifters, but two guys I feel like get forgotten are Richard Hawthorne and the late Chris Hickson.
I've heard of Chris Hickson. Richard Hawthorne, I thought lifted in Wabdal for some reason. I may be wrong. For some reason, I thought he lifted in Wabdal at some point in his career, maybe a couple times. 6'6". 6'6".
Kicks. Not sure.
Yep.
Ryan is a legend. Everyone knows him. Well, we'll see when we try to get Steffi Cohen and who else was it? And Jessica Butner. We'll see when I name drop. And
You just say Benchmonster. If they don't know that, then they've been living under a rock.
well, some of these like younger lifters that
I know,
like
it's
as far
true.
as they know,
They're
like
outdated,
powerlifting is
They may
raw. Like the
they may
shirts
not
are
know
only
who-
for dinosaurs, and I mean, or the gear, I guess I should say, is only for I
Right.
mean, they're not necessarily.
They may not know who Doyle Kennedy is, or maybe they do. Maybe they
I
don't.
mean, people that have been doing it for a long time can really appreciate.
Well, I
like,
wouldn't be hurt. I don't
how
care.
much like whether
I am
you're
me.
an equipped fan or not, if you've been doing this for long enough, you understand what an important part of the sport equipped lifting is. How it, I think if you didn't have equipped lifting,
Well, let me tell
I
you
don't
something.
think people would be hitting these numbers. Nobody would understand like
They may
that
not
these
know me.
feats of strength are possible, but people get in the gear, and then I think that's just been.
I'm not a social media whore. I don't post every 5 seconds like they do. I only post once in a blue moon, so that may be a problem.
If you promoted yourself
I'm
more,
just
that
not
would be
into that.
different. I know.
I just post like a great
but
lift once in a
how
while.
you
I'm
get
very
known,
rare.
I know.
I'm not those people. Oh, here's my
And
breakfast
a lot
for
of
the day.
us can. Well,
Here's
yeah,
me-
but you don't
here's
have
me
to do
doing-
that. Like you,
Doing curls.
I
Which,
mean,
yeah.
if I were you, I'd be I'd be throwing
not in me.
posts of all my my magazine titles. I'd be throwing finding ways to oh, here's my movie.
Hey, look at me. Don't
here's
forget
my
about me. I'm
book,"
getting old. Don't forget about me. Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck that.
yeah.
All right,
but-
Scott Albano, what's up?
I mean, it's kind of cool. Like I said, every now and then, I'll just be looking through, old Powerlifting USA, and
Yep.
freaking there's Ryan all of a sudden, and
8 covers I was on. Yeah.
that kind of shit's cool, and these young people, younger, bigger, these lifters that are big deals now and have lots of followers, but they're younger, so they just haven't been exposed to that or seen that,
Sure. Okay. Scott Albano, here you go. Read it.
Scott Albano. What's up, everyone? So if you're a purist of the sport, you definitely should know your powerlifting history and the historical lifters who paved the way.
That's right.
So as I'm saying, anybody that's been doing it for a long time is going to know that. But some of these younger lifters that just in their world, it's all about raw, and raw is not wraps, raw is only knee sleeves, they don't I mean, that's just they haven't been doing it for a long time. In their world, that's what they've seen, that's what they know. you know,
Well, it's a small
for
world.
people that
Yeah,
have been
there's a
doing
bigger
it a
world
long
out there.
time, you
I
know,
try
you
to know everybody.
understand like how the sport kind of came to be where it's at, and you understand that equipped lifting was it. Like, you know, at
Hey,
one
equipped lifting
point,
will come
like you'd
back.
go to a meet and like if there was a raw lifter, that was
A
a
rarity.
rarity. Like when I first started, I was like, I mean,
You didn't have any gear.
I was like one of the only ones that had no gear.
Yeah.
There were a couple
When are you
meets
gonna
where
get
I was
out?
the
Hey,
only girl. I was the only person not wearing gear. Like
when
I
are you
felt
gonna get
like
off your
such an
ass
oddball.
and wear your Predators and get a band shirt and get a squat
Okay,
suit?
here's why I don't use those very often. Because when you're at the gym with me spotting me, I've got this small window.
Yeah.
And if you'd stay, like if I had you the whole time, I would do my raw work because I'm training for a raw meet. So it doesn't make sense to not prioritize my raw work.
It's gear
right,
time.
guys?
You got a foundation.
But
Put the gear on now.
if you were gonna be there all the time, I would do my raw work, get that done, and then do some overload in my shirt and in my briefs. But I know I've got this amount of time, this number of spots, and I feel like it's irresponsible to not prioritize the raw if I'm getting ready for a raw meet.
do that.
If I were getting ready for a geared meet, then I'd be the opposite. I'd be like, okay, well, I can't waste my time with the raw. I got to put my gear on. But again, if I had you for endless amounts of time, I'd do both. Hands down for both the bench and the squat.
Good idea. I agree.
But like to put my briefs on, like that's, you know, I already tend to spend a fair amount of time in the gym, and, you know, especially on squat day, especially like.
Scott Albano
I'm done.
says you're done. Keep going to the chiropractor. Scott is a chiropractor, and my question to Scott is,
I'm done.
should I go to an aggressive chiropractor with aggressive adjustments, or what's your doctor's whiner? What's his style of
I don't know what you
chiropractic?
call it.
He doesn't do aggressive. He does the guns and the.
I'm not sure. Is there a name for it?
It's not like the.
It's just more
torque-ish
gentle.
shit.
I know.
Yeah,
See, it's
more
funny
gentle.
because I grew up like my mom's all in my entire life. Before I was born, my mom worked for a chiropractor, and his style is much less aggressive. It's much. It's very gentle. I don't know. I'm sure there's a word.
There's a name for it, and I don't know what it is.
And so like my idea of what a chiropractor is very, very different. You know, I didn't know like they pop you and stuff like that. But there's just so many different styles of chiropractors, and you know, everybody.
Yeah.
He's been in business for longer than I've been alive, and
He's making money.
He's got customers he's had for years that prefer that wouldn't go to a regular chiropractor,
Right.
that don't want to be, I mean, especially like older people, like they don't necessarily want to be cracked and popped and manipulated. But they need to be like, moved and worked on. And so,
well, especially with my neck and my back, I don't know what to do. Whether I should go in there and keep
people that have been there for
getting
decades.
torqued and 6'6". Can you back after a torn pec injury? I'm assuming he's talking.
Can you come back?
Can you come back? Yes, you can. If you tear the tendon off the bone, I have never done that. You can come back. They just screw it back in place, and you have a longer rehab and healing process than a normal muscle belly tear, like I've had multiple. I'll tell you a little story if we have time. I tore my pec in April of 2003, doing a 755-pound bench press in a Inzer purple canvas shirt. I had a 6-centimeter tear through the major, 2-centimeter through the minor on the right side. Couldn't bring the bar down at all. Long story short, I had some ART therapy. 2 months later, had a free trip to Hawaii. Took it, went out at risk, and did the biggest bench in Hawaii at the time, which was 705. Did a 710. Pec held on. I took human growth hormone. It healed it, and by December of that year, I did an 805 bench at a WABDA Worlds. And you can come back. You just have to do the right things to come back fast. Absolutely. CJ Morgani. Ooh, I can answer that one. Do you guys know how Cody is doing with his recovery? Because Cody called me the other day.
Yeah.
2 days ago. Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Cody called me. Cody Plum called me and said he had an x-ray on his arm, and that I guess we are 9-10 weeks since the injury occurred. I guess he had an x-ray 5 weeks ago. I'm just throwing that number out there. Don't even know if it's true. Spider cracks in the bone were still showing. The x-ray, he told me yesterday, the spider cracks are now gone. And the doctor is saying 6 months. But being Cody and the nature of what he does, he's saying more like 8. And he's doing well. And Cody floor pressed how much? 175?
He told you. I didn't hear that.
I didn't miss. Yeah, he's doing really good. He's going to come back stronger than ever. We just got to keep him from too fast.
We got to slow him down. Yeah.
Slow him down. He's
such
gung
a
ho,
warrior,
man.
and he's just, he's one of those, you just can't keep him down. And we're really, really impressed and proud of like his morale and his just
his heart, man. He's
heart
yeah.
through all this. Like
he's doing good.
It's amazing. Like
13 screws and 2 plates.
Any of the people that follow him on Instagram or Facebook, like, no, you can't slow him down. From the second this happened, he was still in the gym, playing it smart. He was in the gym, like doing cardio, just making sure he was keeping his body moving any way that he could. And slowly, as he's gotten, okays and permission to do more things, he's been doing more and more. All the way to one-armed floor presses and finding ways to deadlift still. With that contraption that he had. Anybody that saw that was amazing. So we're just very impressed and proud of him. A lot of people would just kind of
throw the towel. No, not him.
Feel sorry for themselves and just kind of be done. But not this guy, man. He just did the whole time through. He's been doing what he can.
And and why that happened, was a fucking kind of a mistake. That Mindy X Factor shirt that was made for 1,100 pound bench, and I just don't think woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it ain't gonna happen again, and he'll be back. And I mean, you blink, as fast as time is going these days. I mean, Cody will be back on the platform before you know it. He did mention that his hand was feeling weak. Remember, I had him on speakerphone. Remember, he said his hand. But then, that's a given, the arm's been kind of laid up for 10 weeks. So it's going to be a little bit, your
hand's
tickly.
not going to be as used to like squeezing things. And, it's used to holding massive amounts of weight all the time. And suddenly it can't. He's doing everything he can do. But like, that's one that
Did I mention we went to his in-house gym in his garage? And
did we talk about that?
I don't know if we did, but Cody Plum's got a pretty
we should have done it. Why didn't we do like a video?
I don't know.
Because
I was in ooh and ah of all the equipment
we were just enjoying checking it out, and
Cody's gym.
Totally should have.
Yeah, every time I turned around, I was like,
we do that?
You got that? You got that? You got that? I mean, Cody's got a lot of stuff, man. I was impressed with his little gym up there, man. Very impressive setup.
And we were supposed to put the videos on from that.
Hey, you and me. Howard Weingard. Damn, your crew is looking like monsters.
We'll have those on.
I need to start drinking the same water you are. I envious.
Apparently, I'm done, guys.
Well, Howard, I don't know. We just show up and train. I drive the train. I just call the max effort movements, and we take votes for accessory work, and we just train, man, and we just do it often. We don't miss workouts, and proof's in the pudding. There's a totem pole in the Benchmonster crew, and some people are climbing up it, and some people are going down it. And it's all about how much you're willing to eat, sleep, train, supplementation, and technique. You got to show up. You don't miss workouts. And we'd love to have Howard on our team, man. I wish we could all live in one place and train. We'd be crazy, strong mother effers. All right, Paul Offers answering my question. Ashley, go ahead and read that one.
The shirt I did 7-Eleven in was a size 51. The original shirt was a size 50. The 50 has a smaller chest plate.
Do you know how smaller it is between a 50 and 51? And I know they stretch a little bit too. And when I measure chest plates, I'm measuring the narrowest point between the sleeve touching the chest material. And I'm sure it's a 1/2 inch smaller. My F8s usually are one size up. So yeah, that should equivalent, up around 800 pounds, and depending on where you adjust the sleeve and neckline. And fuck, Paul, you got the power. I'm not even worried about it. It's just getting it done now. Scott Albano.
It also sucks that Powerlifting USA magazine is no longer published. I know.
Man,
Why
I used to
is
go to
that?
I used to
Like,
go
what
to the
heck?
bookstore and I used to grab that, and the first thing I would look at is who's on the cover. Second thing I would look at is at the very back, the top 100 of that month. And many times in the late 90s, 2000s, I would look in the 308s and 275s. Countless amount of times I looked in the 308 weight class and I saw Glenn Chabot at the top at 705 and myself at 655. That was June of 2099. And man, I missed that magazine too. That was, there was really no internet at the time. You opened up Powerlifting USA and you read and oh, that guy he hit that. That's how we kind of knew what everybody was doing. And yeah, you were on the cover of that magazine, like I said earlier, 7 times for me, I believe. That was a Wheaties box of powerlifting, man. And I missed that magazine. Very well written, produced, published, just beautiful
Very
magazine. And it's a sad thing to see it have to go, but nothing lasts forever. Zach Robinson.
Ryan, thanks for helping me out with back pump issues. Been drinking at least a gallon of water and also taking taurine. 0 back pumps. Got meat Sunday.
Good luck at your meet, Zach. And, we worked back and forth via email trying to figure out the issue. And we kind of pinpointed it a little bit and found a little remedy. And I wish you all the best at your meet, Zach. Hybrid.
I'm new to Equipped. I've been using a Bench Daddy before. I move on to a shirt later on. When using equipment, do you pull the bar down while getting even tighter or kind of relax into the weight?
With a Bench Daddy shirt, I do not relax. That is a bad word. There's no, when I'm bringing a bench down in a bench bar down in a band shirt or any shirt or bench pressing in general, I do not relax. I know what you're thinking. Just off the top of my head, you're coming down in a shirt and it binds up and it's tight. And some people think, relax or pull the weight down. Not a fan of either. I stay tight. I don't deviate form or technique or raise my head or roll on my flat on my shoulder blades to touch. That's where in my technique, I really have to dial that shirt correctly so I know that X amount of weight on the bar is going to touch. And yeah, I don't do either of those. If you're in a Bench Daddy, which is a band shirt, you can pull the neckline up, pull the sleeve up to dictate the amount of weight that will touch. But do not relax. Mendelson talks time and time again, I see it, where he's like, pull it down, pull it down. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't bench like that, so maybe we need to get Mindy back on here and talk about that. That'd be a long show. And he likes you. Your questions. Hybrid.
I like him
I've
too.
been told different things and want to hear your opinion. Thanks. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of wide variety of opinions on that. And I just don't believe in the relax. Pulling the bar, that may be something that works. I don't think I've ever done it. Because when I'm coming down, I'm engaging my lats. Everything's tight. And yeah, I just never done the pull the bar down. That's I basically I stay tight. Scott Albano.
Scott Albano. Full spine techniques where you hear drop technique, the table drops, activator, the little click thing that looks like a big metal syringe.
Wait a second. Full spine techniques where you hear the popping cavitation. Okay, I know what he's talking about. That's what Gib Garber does, where the table drops.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, the Gib chiropractor does that. Okay.
Okay, the little click thing that looks like a big metal syringe. Oh, well, and the little click thing, I think Zweiner even uses
that's
that.
That's what that chiropractor does. Yeah. So one chiropractor does the
or maybe they use
yeah. Well, they'll figure that out, Scott. This is something I got to deal with. My back and my neck, and
maybe he kind of uses a combination of both.
Possibly. Read Scott next question there.
These techniques are used the most. Like any other profession, some chiropractors are better than others. I would take cervical x-rays and base my adjustment technique off of that.
Cervical X-rays. Okay. You know, I definitely have X-rays of my neck at this time and a CT scan. So, MRI too, right?
Yeah.
Lower back is
I
where
know
I
you
messed
have
up at.
MRI.
All the benching, contorting my lower lumbar over the years has really screwed up my L4 or
Well, your
5.
neck is where
Well, the neck's another part. Yeah, I don't know where that just came out of the woodworks. That was an ugly face I don't want to see ever again.
let's see here.
Howard Weingarten?
Howard. Also, how about the hand placement video?
Oh my God, yeah.
I told you, you're just gonna have to keep like reminding him, and I will give him that his camera has recently pooped out, but I know it's been mentioned lots before that, so I can only make excuses so much.
Yeah,
You gotta have a bar.
I
wonder, like, could we bring our bar down here? Like,
well, we need a bench too, because I need to show how I grab the bar and how I do I do a thing where I
could
turn
be
my
your bench.
hand.
I could lay down there and hold it as if I'm the arms of the bench.
And this mallet here of palm here, I put that bar, I let it dig into like a shelf right there. And what I do is actually turn my hand. I'm mimicking breaking the bar because I want my elbows in. So if I don't do that little twist, or I grab the bar and I twist like that into the flesh of my palm, then I'm basically just my elbows don't turn in, and that's a concern.
Let's see here.
Scott Albano.
Scott Albano. I need to call ya, but no adjustment needs to be forced. Cervical traction is your key, brother.
Yeah, Scott, email me where's my email at? If you can, just email me your number, contact info. I'll give you a buzz. I think you're 3 hours ahead. If you're still in the Georgia area, out east, try to find a good time to call you, chat, talk about some old times, have some laughs, and figure out what course of chiropractic fixing I need to do on my neck and my back as I grow old. Ladies and gentlemen, that's also where you send videos if you want to have your video showcased on Benchmonster TV. All right, Domo.
Hey guys, how was your week? What was your guys' first job? LOL, random question.
My first job.
That's a good question.
You know, it was 1991.
Oh, God.
I was watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off on a warm September
think I've heard
evening
this
at
story.
5 p.m. My road warrior buddy, who just got out of prison, his name's Troy Legg, out of a Texas prison recently, is in a halfway house. He'll be up here soon, and we will be stomping the streets again, putting people in body bags like we used to. I didn't say that. Oh, anyway.
You didn't really put
Well, he worked at a restaurant, and he was a dishwasher. And I was laying in my waterbed. We had those back in the day. And I was watching Ed Rooney call Ferris Bueller up on the phone, and my phone rang. And my buddy Troy said, "Hey, we got an opening for a dishwasher. You want a job?" And I said, "Man, I'm 16, 17. I was old enough to drive. You want a job? Come on down. You got a job." And I'm like, "I'm going to be a dishwasher. Okay, I'm going to make some money. Hey."
Yeah.
And I went down and I went to this little 4-star restaurant, started washing dishes, and I stayed there for 7 years, became a kitchen manager, and was making the big bucks. And then the restaurant went under because the owners were siphoning money and gambling, doing cocaine, and the restaurant folded. Yeah, I fucked up. I was pissed too because there's another story that goes with that. Worked my way up the corporate ladder, making all this money, which was $585 every 2 weeks salary. Back in 1996, you could have a very nice 2-bedroom apartment and a $400 a month truck payment and live comfortably because the wealth of the dollar had purchasing power back then. Unlike today, where a dollar doesn't go very fucking far. So I went out and bought a nice brand new 96 Ford F-150 4x4, put some 33 tires on it, and I'm paying $400 a month car payment. Restaurant goes under, can't find another restaurant managerial job, and long story short, they had to repossess my truck. Well, and that truck got towed away in October of what year was that, Ashley? 1999, 98, 97. And I couldn't make the payment, so they had to repossess it. And I looked out the door as that black
Perfect.
truck drove away, and I said, one day I will have that truck. Ashley, what's in the garage right now?
That truck.
Not the Ford, but it's
Well,
a Dodge.
But I mean,
And I put
probably
over,
nicer than the one that you have.
yeah, it's about, according to Nate Brandon Horse, has a value of $100,000 on it, being that it's deleted and all the everyday bells and whistles I got on it and low mileage, and it's my baby, and I park it in there and I guard it.
Even though it's so old, you think
It's
they'd
still
give
my
it that
baby.
much?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's your baby,
And they can't
but
take it away.
I think it would still be worth that kind
Paid
of money.
for. I
Just
got-
being that old.
I love it. Still got the new truck scent. It's got a Jesse James rims and
I've
tires,
been
gigantic
with them for
lift,
14 years.
tinted windows. You've been in it
and
once.
I was gonna say I can literally count on one hand how many.
Yeah.
Once or twice, no more than that.
That was a long story. What
or
was your
twice.
first job?
My first job was actually a softball umpire.
Did you make money?
Yeah, I made pretty good money for. I mean, like it wasn't something that could be like a full-time job, but I was a high school student and I was playing softball on 2 different teams. So I only had so much time anyways. And it was, I mean, especially like for back then, because it was essentially, God, I'd have to remember back. Once you got up to like varsity and college games, the money got like
Bigger.
huge.
Did you make any huge money?
I didn't do it long enough to get up to that, but
Okay.
like I was,
That was a
God,
cool job.
I'd
Sounds
say
like fun.
like I got up to me. I want to say $40 a game, which a game had a time limit of like an hour to an hour and a half. You got to put up with a lot of crap, and I was one of the very few females, and I was one of the youngest females I had seen doing it. And so you've got these guy coaches that like think they can push you around and like you're the bad guy. Like when you're a softball umpire, every close call,
Too much pressure for me.
one half of the group thinks that it went their way. The other half of the group swears to God it went that way. So whichever way you call it, you're gonna be the bad guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I am not really meant for that kind of job. I did it for quite a while though. I did it for several years. Like I did it while I was still playing, which was kind of cool because like I'd play and I'd be the only person on my team that like knew the umpires and like had that kind of understanding of the game, because it's one thing to play but to have the aspect of an umpire, which totally changed. I used to be that pitcher that would give, because I was like my main job was pitcher. You're falling asleep, knock it off.
No.
And so like I'd give the umpire so many dirty looks, like when he wouldn't call it the
you're
way
tough-
that I
tough
felt like
man.
I should. Like if I thought it was a strike and he called it a ball, I'd roll my eye, like.
Okay, so you're a softball
and I
pitcher.
gained a whole well,
Judge, umpire.
I was an umpire.
You made money.
Which-
Good for you.
Okay,
First
I guess
job.
I'm done. That's his
We
way of
gotta move
saying
on.
shut up. That's freaking nice. Yeah, I know we've had so much stuff. I ain't high fiving you after that.
Okay.
You kidding me? So yes, my first job was a softball umpire. I guess I'm
Good
done
job.
now.
I was a dishwasher. CJ Morgani, speaking of trucks, what's diesel?
Your
By you
your
guys
story,
now.
your answer was way longer
$6.50
than mine.
here on
and I
Long
can't-
Island. If you let it
That's
go too
bull
close
crap.
to empty,
Where's one rep Max? He's on
it's
my
over
side with
200
this. I
to
get
fill
cut
it up my
off.
dually.
I'm done.
Diesel here is $5.56 a gallon
I'm done.
so far. And summer's not even here yet, so price gouging will occur soon, and we will all be fucked until we get something else going for us. Okay, Damo, like the hat right. Thank you, Damo. You're welcome. Tim Waddell, my first job was a park ranger saving old people who got lost in the trails. That is cool.
That is a cool job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Out in the wilderness. Hey,
Yeah, that is kind of a neat.
what's that pay,
fun
Tim
job.
Odell? I'm being
Yeah,
nosy now.
curious, yeah.
What's a park ranger pay? Is it good money or I don't know? Hey, we'll have to ask that question to our guests too. What was their first job? That's a good question. I think so.
Yeah, it was a great question. You got to like tell a freaking forever long story with yours, and I got cut off in the middle of my answer.
Yeah, but my
that was
story
the last
had
question.
legs. You know,
Yeah, so did mine.
Well,
It was cool. Like, how many people are a softball umpire?
not many.
Not many.
Yeah.
Not many. Like,
Well, I'm sorry for cutting you off. It will not happen
I had a
again.
little bit of
I've
nostalgia.
been
I was having fun
bad.
talking about it for a second and
I'm very
got
sorry.
rudely cut off. Don't
Domo,
appreciate it.
what's the
I'm so-
best bench
God, I
pad
just want to crack
equipment
you right here.
you recommend?
So hard sometimes.
Bench pad. Ashley,
Ah.
bench pad. I don't know nothing.
All I can think of is punching you right now. So.
That's not good. You need to lower the dosage. Okay, Damo wants to know the best bench pad. We made a custom one. I know there's the Thompson fat pad. Tiny Meeker's got a new one. It's what the fuck is that thing? It's wide in the upper shoulder area, then it narrows down where the legs go. I'm very intrigued by this new bench pad that Tiny has. A little spendy, but PM Tiny Meeker about it. I really am impressed with a wide bench up where you need it, but down where the legs go, you don't need it to be 75 inches wide. Fat pad, never really benched on one, laid on one a few times. What we did was took the fat pad width and created our own with the own kind of memory foam in it, and I still got it. It's on my bench in the gym. You see us bench on it every Tuesday night. Tim Odell, it was 21. It was 21 an hour, but here in modern day New York, not a whole ton. I cannot imagine living in New York City. You know, I watch those, sometimes they pop up on TikTok, you know, the Village, what, $2,000 a month gets you, what's an apartment look like, 800 square feet. I mean, cost of living New York scares me to death. And, yeah, you got to be rich to live out in New York and have some coffee. They're from Brooklyn. Oh. Coffee. Domo. Like today you said, your form on max effort was really good. What do you think why do you think sometimes it's better than others? Right now, my form was really great on Tuesday night. I don't know. I just didn't have the video camera and I wasn't worried about videoing. I was just like focused on me, myself, and using good technique. A lot of times I'm rushed in training because there's a lot of people there and I want to finish by 7 o'clock. I like to get the workout done in 2 hours. And, but this time I was just slow approach to the bench, and I was listening to Hines saying traps, lats, hands, and feet. They were I was getting awesome handoffs. I mean, I get those 99% of the time, but sometimes I'm just beat up and it doesn't, you know, the weight doesn't, I'm not 100. Well, I hate to say I'm not 100%. Sometimes things just feel off, and I rush things, and I technique goes out the window. I try to lift it gangster style, and I get flustered, and a lot of it has to do with the neck and the arm because, I mean, you got to think, when I lay down to bench, I start with a plate. That looks good. 1 red, you know, what's that, 165? Then 2 reds is 275, and I get like 2 reps out of it, and then I put 315 on there and do 1, and then this arm, you can just feel it. It doesn't hurt, but it's just weak. And then I was just like, then I gotta rest the workout. I'm just like bummed, like depressed. But this last week, I didn't really care. I just went in. I had 3 shirts, and Heinz I got thousands of shirts. I mean, Heinz has some of mine. I just passed them to my teammates. So I was like pulling one from there, and I did like 5, 6, 7, put on another shirt, 8, and things were just clicking. And yeah, sometimes workouts are better than others, but let me get back 100%, and the workouts will be 100% all the time, and I won't miss. And yeah, looking forward to that. Roger Brome.
Are the new bench bars thicker like the squat bars?
The Texas bench bar that I have, Texas Power bench bar that I have that we've been using is thicker diameter. This new F8 bench bar is a tad smaller in diameter. I could not tell you. I don't have a calibrator to go in and say, hey, it's this and this. I could do that. The knurling on the F8 bar isn't as spicy as I like it. It's good, but it's not like 10-penny nail, like really cheese grater. But I really love the fact that it doesn't whip. You don't feel any flexation. Even at 1,000 pounds, the bar is just straight in your palms. So I was very impressed with that bar. But it is a little smaller in diameter than a gigantic squat bar. Paul Loeffler.
Paul Loffer, you and Ashley need to take a road trip to Tennessee. We have a great training facility and very good fishing.
And good food.
Yeah, they're known for like home style, good cooking.
What do they do out there, Paul? Do they what's that? Noodling for cats, where they just like reach down and grab them and shit?
What?
Is it called noodling? No, they fish with, yeah, they just reach under and they pull out like 30-pound catfish. I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But good fishing, yeah.
And it was like
Let's
noodling,
get out.
pulling out cats.
I don't know if it's called
what?
noodling. Maybe
Okay,
that's the wrong
no,
term.
Probably.
They're probably
But
laughing
I
at me.
ain't
That's
wrong.
Kennelly doesn't know what he's
Well, the
talking
whole
about.
thing sounded weird because you didn't say anything about fishing. You said noodling and then pulling out cats. Like,
Well, I think that's what they call
are you
it.
talking about? But the catfish.
Or they run trout lines,
Why
or
would it be called noodling?
what do they fish for out there in Tennessee? Smallmouth bass, largemouth, crappie. Man, I'd probably never come home. Just move my boat down there. I live in Tennessee now. The cops can't find me there. Hey, Tim Odell. Hey, Benchmonster.
Hey, Benchmonster. I was curious on what's the best way to plan out 3 bench attempts at a meet.
Okay, that's real simple. Your first attempt is something you can do 3 times, usually on your deathbed. So if you can do it 3 times in the gym, that's your opener. And then your jumps are what you're comfortable with. Ashley, you like to do 10 or 15.
True. I don't like.
Me, I like to do 90. Typical Kennelly bench meet is 10-10, 950, 1050.
Yeah, I guess during a meet. Yeah.
1,000, 1050. I just, whatever you're comfortable with.
During
And
a meet, 10s and 15s, but
everybody's
I really,
different.
I really like 2.5s, to be honest with you. But
2.5?
I know nobody likes that. Nobody likes that.
So
I get shit for that.
Yeah.
But in a meet, yeah. Although I won't say I haven't taken a 5-pound meet. If I know that like the last attempt I did was pretty, if it was like a PR and I know it, and it was my goal and it was pretty close to all I got, then I'll do, like at my last meet, that was what I did was I hit my goal, what I thought I was gonna get, and then I went for 5-pound because I was like, I ain't gonna get more than 5. I'll be happy if I can get 5 pounds on this because it's already more than like what my goal was,
Right.
So, but yes, 10 to 15 for me. And
and
but it depends if does it specify? I think it hugely depends. You might have already said this, and I was still thinking out my answer, but it hugely depends if you're raw or equipped.
And Tim, I'm gonna rub a crystal ball because I've seen this time and time again in 30 years. If you can do, in your case, I know you're going for a 300-pound bench, so if you can triple 260 to 275, you're on point to hit a 300 for 1 rep max roughly. And so hopefully you find something you can do touch and go 3 times. You can pause with it once and open with that and take jumps accordingly. And a lot of times when you're under the bar and you're in a meet, the bar doesn't seem to be moving fast when you press it. Time under tension, and it's just an awkward moment in time. Get up and have somebody that's got it on a video phone and go look at it, and you're like, oh my god, and then you can say, man, I'm gonna go up 15, because you may feel like, oh man, I'm gonna put 2 more pounds in the bar, but when you look at it on video, it's like fast, and then you can say, holy shit, let's go up 15. And yeah, I usually call numbers though. That's my job. Domo
Meckler. If you could only do one accessory for your bench for the rest of your training, what would you pick?
Close grip bench.
Really?
Yeah. Close grip bench. We'll build a wide grip bench. When I first started, and as we continue to do, we always do close grip everything.
Only get one. If you only get one,
I love close.
That's close enough to your you can still regular bench, but you only get one.
Oh, that's not like a rolling dumbbell or something, probably. Then yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, what your answer's your answer, but if you could, it's only one accessory for your bench. So I assume you still get to do your bench. So you could probably sneak your grip in a little bit if you want.
I like rolling dumbbells. That was the thing that took my bench sky high in the beginning.
Close grip is one of his top favorites.
Louis told me about those, and I never did a rolling dumbbell in my life, and I just started doing them, and everything went up. Floor press, everything just took off. Paul Loeffler. There's noodling, but most people catch catfish on live bait, fishing on the bottom. Kind of like sturgeon fishing. Oh, by the way, we have sturgeon here. Oh, they have sturgeon there too. Yeah, we're not allowed to use live bait in Washington, so that would be something different. Wow, that increases your odds of catching some fish using live bait. Cool fishing game, wildlife rules you have there. We're fucked in Washington. Don't come here. You can't even fish at nighttime now for certain fish, and You're only allowed to keep one, and I don't know. Domo.
Domo Mechlor. Have you guys ever thought of arm wrestling? It's blowing up as of recent.
Have you?
Actually, no.
No.
I mean, that'd be cool. It's just like not popular out here, but like
People do it.
it'd be fun.
Mendelsohn does it, or did it. You know, that is something that you'd have to train. I told my arm wrestling
That'd be
story a
cool.
long time ago. How, I lost to a server in my restaurant, and he beat all of the cooks and everybody, and he thought he was a badass. And I went to the gym and did a lot of forearm work, a lot of this with the cable machine, and I came back and wiped the floor with his ass, and never beat me again. And that brought me into hustling pool bars in Spokane, Washington with my uncle at 198 in a sleeveless flannel shirt. I didn't look like much with my 18-inch arms, but I was wasting.
Still look like mine. That's still pretty good.
Fuck! I
guess
trained
all
it though.
these grown men that see this 18.
I had a technique, and I was good. I was just fast. I could. Yeah, I never lost.
Which before I knew all that, remember you told me that you had this big like stack of money, and you told me that if I could beat you, I could have it.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to beat
You still want it? We can still do that.
So bad.
I know you did.
Did you? I feel like you even let me use 2 hands.
Yeah, and you lost.
I lost.
And you
I
cheated. You were
wanted
like this, and still.
So.
How much money was it? Could you have won? A lot. No. Roger Brome.
So bad.
Talking to you.
But that was before I didn't know that you had like trained it, and
Yeah.
specifically, I just knew that you were one of the strongest men in the world and could bench press 1,000 and have those arms.
Last thing I'm gonna
So-
say about arm wrestling was I quit training it for a year, and then got cocky at a bar and tried it, and really effed up my benching for 2 weeks. I thought I fucked up my rotator cuff because I thought I'd step in and pick up where I left off. Bad move. I strained something on my shoulder for 2 weeks, scared me to death, and that was 1998. And I remember that. Yeah, I was like, I can do that again. So I don't plan on doing it. I plan on getting back on the platform after my neck is fixed and fucking some shit up. Ashley, you have a question
That's an
from Roger
interesting
Brome.
Question. Oh, that would be fun. I feel like I'd maybe be better at arm wrestling than I am bench. But anyway.
Good train.
Ashley, are you going to try a double ply deadlift suit? I've never even tried a single ply deadlift suit. I don't know. Like, I feel like you don't get. I mean, I don't know because I've never tried a deadlift suit at all. But like, I don't know if you get quite as much.
I don't know.
From the deadlift suit. I mean,
A lot of people deadlift in the canvas
if I were to
in their
like
suit.
inherent one that like
Hand me down.
a hand me down that I could just try and see if I felt like it gave me much. I don't know if I want to spend a couple $100s on one.
Maybe a
and,
single to
and
start
find
with.
out that I don't get much carryover. They get
Yeah.
like 10 or 20 pounds of carryover. If I were to get like
And that'd be putting you in gear too, which is what we want to
50,
do anyway.
75, like then we'd try. Like if I could get to 500 in one, then hell yeah. But I just don't know if you get as much.
Roger,
And,
where
like,
would
if
she order one
anything-
from? Where's a good place to order a deadlift suit from these days? Titan or Inzer or?
Anything. I've heard it
I don't
can
know.
almost hinder because like it's hard to get down. Like it's so tight that it's hard to get down. That it's nice like to have something to sit back into, but like with the squat and the
Not me.
bench on your way down, you're building, building,
not my conversation.
building, and it wants to come up. So like boom. But the deadlift, you've got to like get set and like. So you've got something to press against, but you don't get that same like build from that descent of your lift.
Sounds like you know what you're talking about.
But again, if I were to get a hand me down and get to try it first and feel like it gave me a little something, then yes.
Roger Brome says get one from
But-
Anderson if you ever decide to.
Okay, good to know. Very good to know.
Domo says you should watch Devon Lorette. I've seen him. And Eric Spoto just did an arm wrestling. Eric Spoto's arm wrestling again? Now, he's another guy I should have on the show. And I do, like I've said before, a year ago, I have his phone number somewhere, or I can get it from Stan Efferdine in a heartbeat. Alex Estrada, good seeing you. Alex, how you doing, man?
Yeah, hey Alex, good to see ya. Good to have you here.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Ryan, how many meets did you go up against Scott Mendelsohn in competition? That's it?
Yeah, it was his meet.
I knew it wasn't quite
The Fit Expo, he competed and bombed, Mindy bomb, and
Bomb.
Ukraine, the infamous Ukraine meet.
Those are the only two?
Yeah, That's the only time I've been on the platform
I
with
guess I
them.
forget because like you guys, like we're trading the record back and forth so much and like competing against each other that way.
Yeah.
That I feel like you like went
Just 2 times.
head to head more than. But I guess as far as in the same competition, it's only been twice. That's crazy though. You mean you technically were competing against each other every time you stepped on that freaking platform because you guys were trading that record back and forth.
Roger Brome, it comes in a few days. The Titan single ply is a blast to use. Maybe I'll buy you one for your birthday.
That's what I mean. Well, and see with that I could use without having to have a spot, so I could do my raw work and then put
Sure.
on. As anybody who was watching the beginning of the show, why I was explaining why I don't use my shirt and my briefs as much is because I only have a spotter for so long. He gives me like this window of time where I got to get it done in, or I'm
Don't bump my leg, it's hurting.
I'm barely touching it.
Yeah, I spot you when you need it. If you had gear, I'd be there.
You would
Howard
not
Weingarten.
You give me a small window. You'd stay there for me to finish all my raw work, and then go into my equipped.
Sell me this pin. Hey, Howard Weingarten,
I really
I believe.
want this pin. It's really cool.
Sell me this pin. Love that movie.
Anybody know what movie that's from? Anybody?
I believe Louis
Anybody?
said you
Anybody?
would get more out of a deadlift suit if you were to do sumo, not conventional. That's correct. That is correct. Alex Estrada, I've been here for every show, just lurking in the background. Okay.
Wait.
Alex Estrada.
Oh.
we-
Where? Which one? Oh.
At the very bottom.
I know. I really wish that we could like hit a button and see everybody that's tuning in, but we can't.
I wish we had cameras on everybody. Like I could see, hey, there's Paul Loeffler and
that,
Christina.
like a zoom type.
Yeah,
feature.
like 45
that
cameras
would
here.
be cool.
How can we do that?
To where we could. There's probably a way, but you would probably have to literally do it on Zoom.
You probably have to have a nuclear powered internet to have that uploading.
Well,
and
it's not like we have
we do have a gig up and down.
so many, but
we're
yeah, but like we don't have thousands and thousands of guests. Like if we were to do it like on a Zoom style, then we could like post the Zoom link on our
I don't do
social
Zoom.
medias, and then anybody that boom, and we let them into the waiting room, and then you could see everybody. But it would be more like a meeting than it really would be a show.
It's not gonna
But
happen.
you could still run it like a show. I mean, a meeting is basically the same thing where two people are talking a large amount of the time, and then other people can join in.
Maybe
and
we'll do that one
still
day.
Have control. That would be cool, like a special 150th episode or something.
Tiny Meeker in the house.
Tiny.
Tiny, they had a
Good to
question
see
for
you,
you. They said it was
sir.
Cinco de Mayo today, and I was going to call you on the phone
We
and
did.
put,
He
and put you
started
on the
to
show
dial,
to see
yeah.
if you're drinking the 1792 today. Couple shots, ringing that bell. Yada, yada, yada.
Were ya? Was that bell ringing tonight?
tequila
Was there
today?
some
No?
tequila a-flowing, sir?
Maybe.
Because that did, yeah.
Modelo, something like that.
I'm guessing you weren't on quite when that was way earlier in
Tiny
the
show is next
He
weekend.
grabbed my phone and started dialing your number, and but then he decided you were probably training.
Yeah, I don't wanna bother
so
him.
he did not.
Tiny
but
show next weekend.
Somebody, at least one person, I think even two people brought it up. Whether you were drinking, whether the bell was ringing and the tequila was flowing. So you'll have to let us know if that was occurring.
Good to see you, Tiny.
Good
And,
to see you,
I'm
Tiny.
excited for your show. Is it
He
live
also
streamed?
says, wish you both were here next weekend. So it must be
I'm-
next weekend. You thought it was 2 weekends. It
I'm
must
all
be
fucked
next
up. Leave me
weekend.
alone.
Right.
I'm all my days are all messed up. I'm
So
excited
also
about
it's
everything.
the same as the Bridgeford one.
Yeah.
Then.
Scott Albano, the 2004 WPO Arnold Classic Bench Bash for Cash. Wasn't Mindy there with you? I think he bombed out, or could it have been? Good point. Oh, you know what that was the Mindy. Here you go. That is right. That was 2004. That was when Rich Slack was there. Mindy was there. I was there. You're right. I forgot. I took third at that contest. And that was the big controversial Mendelson started you can't wait because Rich Lack had the Phenom, and there was like it has to be 2-ply. Everybody had to have certain check shirts with these badges on them, and because they didn't want Rich Lack wearing the 3-ply, and Rich Lack won the whole show with like 895 anyway. So yeah, you're right. Boy, I forgot about that meet. You know why I forgot about that meet? It's because I didn't take first. I just chose to forget the 2004 Arnold. Didn't do too well at that one. But still held my head high and, well, c'est la vie. I had Don Julio. That is not good for the stomach, Tiny. That's hardcore.
I assume it's a brand of tequila.
Uh-oh. Mr. Don Stegall knows what movie that is. I have to give him this pin. It's a Glock.
Well.
Glock pin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not Glock,
Don
Glock.
Sagel says, "The Wolf on Wall Street. Sell me this pin."
Yeah.
LOL. Yep. The end of the movie. Yeah, that was a good movie, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And supposedly it was like a true story. And the guy that like introduces Jordan
Belfort is
Leonardo
the real Jordan
DiCaprio
Belfort.
is
Yeah.
the real Jordan Belfort.
What a
If you
lifestyle he lived.
Haven't seen that movie? I highly encourage you to. It has Leonardo DiCaprio in it, and it is a very good movie.
Tiny, you drinking tequila pre-workout? I don't know about that.
No,
You know,
way.
I got a bottle of
Really?
Crown Royal, and I was going to bring it to Max Effort Bench and have guys do shots before they take their biggest
Was it
lift.
whiskey and deadlift? Like
The whiskey and deadlifts is what
Crown
Duffin
Royal
does,
and
but
bench.
Tiny does tequila and as pre-workout. So we got a thing going on here where we're getting drunk before we lift. So fuck it. Scott Albano. Yep. You're right, Scott. Roger Brome. I answered that question
what
last
did you
week.
say was Scott?
Did you ever work with Bill Crawford on your bench technique? Yeah, I did at the 2005 Arnold backstage of the WPO venue. Bill Crawford was teaching me the setup that he does. Feet under me, heels up, bring the bar down, push the heels down. That was an interesting technique at that time. But in the same breath, BJ Dirk was running around with Matt Lamarck and George Halbert, basing his feet out, and BJ Dirk took his bench press from 5-something to 700 in like 6 months. So I was going with that style, and Bill Crawford did show me that Metal Militia setup, and I kind of liked it. I just, having my feet out beside me and then bringing them all the way back under the bench was a little too extreme change for me, so I didn't do it. Had I done it, what could have happened? I don't know. But I opted to go the other direction and try to split the difference between what BJ Dirk was doing and what I had been doing, and I found a sweet spot for the Benchmonster, and it worked pretty well. Albano, I won 205. Yeah, 205, 6, and 7. 3 in a row, gold medals.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a holiday, it is. Every day's a holiday. What's his face? George Young. What's his name? Johnny Depp. Isn't every day, what's he say? Happy hour? Isn't every hour happy hour? Something like that?
I don't know.
Anybody watching that trial? That's been kind of interesting, that chick's pooping in the bed and stuff. Yeah.
And Johnny
What a
Depp.
bitch, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I heard it was like one of her friends, but then I heard she tried to claim that it was their dog. And
Yeah, a whole bunch of going on there.
I've lived with that dog forever, and there's no way it was that dog.
Sounds like Johnny Depp wanted to burn her in a car or something. And I can't keep up with the whole trial. Defamation. Man, that's kind of penny ass shit. Is that where you talk bad about somebody and defame their credibility? I do that every day.
Piss all over their character.
Yeah, all around town. Depp did say that. Yeah. Isn't every hour happy hour? Happy hour anytime? Yeah, I like that. 7 in the morning, glass of wine.
He said that in the movie Blow?
No, he says it in his trial. He laughs about it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie Blow. Okay.
When the hell is this trial going to be over with, too? Like, there's going to be winners and losers.
Depp wins.
But, yeah, hope Depp wins. I'm a Depp fan. Sounds like he partied pretty hard with Marilyn Manson and some other people.
Oh, really? Where are you watching the trial?
YouTube. They have cliplets on YouTube, and, yeah, I kind of watch them.
They just have like a news app.
Well, these movie stars with all this money and drugs and fame, and they have fun with each other, I guess. I don't know. Hey, we got to roll. I'm kind of hungry.
It's that time.
It is time. Yeah, she's mental. Tiny. She sits there like that stone cold look on her face. I wouldn't turn my back on that witch. Yeah. Hearsay. Yeah, that's true. We'll have to wait and see. But that's something to watch. Kind of like the OJ trial, but a little different.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bigger. That was murder, but
yeah.
This is not murder.
You're welcome, Dom. Fun answering questions. What my first job was. We'll ask our guests that too as we move forward.
That was a cool one. It would have been even cooler if I got to like finish my answer. And
I
not,
know.
like, cut off in the middle of it. But
Well, I've been drinking a lot of whiskey here, and I gotta pee. It's becoming that time, and we need milk. We gotta go to Walmart, people. Walmart run. Gotta have my milk
whatever.
for strong bones. Fat free. I know people don't like fat free because it's like water. Back in the day, I used to do whole milk.
I like fat free way better.
It's like
I don't
cream.
know if I've just gotten so accustomed to it, but if I drink like 2% now, I don't like
Oh,
it.
it's like thick. Remember Kara told me one time to make my shakes with heavy cream instead of milk. Oh, well, we were trying to.
Is heavy cream good? See, I don't know.
Heavy cream is like, no, that's for like sauces. It's like
whipping cream.
no,
Not like sweet.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's like thick. You gotta like, gag it.
Yeah, not for me. Not for me.
Domo, I don't know about a 2,000 bench. We'll see. I'll do my best. I'll tell you this though, when I do get my neck healed, I definitely want to get one of those Kolb shirts that he's wearing. With the poly cut where you bench with your elbows 8 and 4, like I've been doing all my life. As we know, we saw the Womack shirt a few episodes back, 2 weeks in a row with Greg Powell benching like this. I don't bench like that. This is not what I'm going to do. That is bad news. But it works for him. I go like this. It's, yeah. And then I'm in a double cast like this, doing the show. No pecs. No, yeah. At least that's what I think. All right, guys. Hey, it's been fun.
Always a pleasure. We always enjoy spending our Thursday evenings with you guys, and we really appreciate you guys joining us each week. I know I'm like a broken record. I say it every week, but I just want you guys to know how much we love and appreciate you, and we look forward to this every week. And
next
you
week,
guys are awesome.
we have a guest. If everything goes well, we'll have AJ Roberts. Get
AJ
your questions ready.
Robert.
Former Westsider.
Yes, be thinking about questions you can
2,900-pound
ask.
plus total. Lifter.
Advice
Phenomenal.
you can ask for, any stories you're curious of, anything like West Side. He was in the West Side versus the World
He'll have
World
some West Side
movie.
stories.
He's got a lot, he was there through their big years, and so questions about stories about what it was like to be there. We'll ask stuff like that too, but come with anything that you're curious with.
And
questions you might be able to take away some good learning points.
Week after, I'm hoping to have Doug Smithy on the show too. Just benched 1,100 pounds, so definitely want to get him on the show. Got to ask these guys
What
questions.
Shirt? What kind of shirt? Is he a band?
Pharrell band shirt, yeah, and he's got the coolest style too. We've had his videos on the show. I mean, he just dive bombs it and just puts it up just as fast. I mean, I wanna pick his brain a little bit and I want to learn some things. I mean, he reminds me of like Chuck Vogelpool's brother. He just looks like he's intense, hardcore, and I want to find out how he trains. And I don't know if I'm supposed to tell anybody, but AJ texted me before the show here, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. I'm not going to say it. Something about what he wants to do, and I got to text message him back, and it's lifting related. And let's just say nobody's ever really done. Hint. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week. You guys stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather wherever you may be. We'll be back. Us too.
We'll look forward to
Riff
seeing
and
you
Raff.
Beavis and Butthead. But we will also have,
Butthead.
hopefully, if everything
that way.
everything goes to plan, we will hopefully have AJ Roberts next week. So make sure you stop by, check it out, bring your questions. We're definitely looking forward to that and looking forward to seeing you guys.
Even though we're having a guest, please send me videos, because when we do have a normal show again, us two, we will have a whole lot of videos to play. We want your videos. We want to showcase who you are in the chat box. You lift. Everybody here lifts. And I don't care if it's curls. Hey, send me a video. You're awesome.
Definitely. Anything
the show's
you're
about
proud
you.
of. This is about showcasing everybody. It's about showing what's going on in the powerlifting world. It's about showcasing you guys, our fans, our Benchmonster family.
Maybe
that we
you
love and care about. We want to see what you guys are doing, what you're proud of, what you've accomplished.
Even I get some videos
anything
too
and
that
everything.
maybe you see a video that interests you and you send it to me and say, hey, I saw this on the internet. Put this on your show. I'll put it on the show.
Absolutely. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. It can be if you've got a friend that that you think is doing some cool stuff that you're proud of.
That's right.
If you
What?
If you
All right.
interrupted me, totally. But yes, like feel free to send us whatever. This is you guys' show too. We want it to be what you want it to be. Also, we want to have parts of what you guys think is cool and what you guys are proud of. So definitely send in your videos. Yeah, I know you can't wait for me to stop talking, so I'm done.
Yep. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back.
A great
Stay
Friday
safe out there.
tomorrow, a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.